Well, hello. We are live inside the Esthetician Marketing Club. It's really interesting now because Facebook doesn't give you the countdown any longer, which is like three, two, one. So I just posted in the event to let people know to come on live, and I'm going to try not to lose it. I swear. Brooke, you really floored me today when you with your post on just kind of giving back, and there's no wonder that you and I have partnered because I feel like we're kindred spirits, and I think that all of us are kind of feeling it as far as the whole planet is kind of hurting. But when I was in Toronto and Hurricane Irma was happening up there, I did the same thing. I had these feelings of guilt because I was up in Toronto and all of the people I cared about in Tampa were about to face this incredible storm, and there was this guilt. And so I was like, what can you just kind of feel helpless when these kinds of tragedies happen, in the world. And so I made some calls in Toronto and reached out to some estheticians and gave away some free coaching calls. So you and I are like, I swear to God. And then if this didn't make me lose it, on my Facebook page, and if you're like me, you might post in advance, like your scheduled post for Facebook. And so all of a sudden I get this notification a couple minutes ago. Believe there is good in the world. Holy crap. And not knowing, of course, yesterday. And so in red, you have to go to my Facebook business page to see it, but in red, it's be the good. And so I was on a business call yesterday, and we were talking about the tragedy a little bit, and I just said, let's just create good today. Let's just turn this conversation around and create good. So thank you, Brooke, for just, I belong to a spiritual group, and followed this master many years ago. And one of the big things to get us out of our mind, was to do selfless service. So I just love that you gave that today about the, giving the emails. So that's just a fantastic way to give back. So let's just keep doing good. So today I want to just share love. I want to share our topic today, which is, of course, how to increase Facebook engagement. But before that, I want to acknowledge a couple of people, and I had already planned to acknowledge Brooke. She is amazing, as you know, in creating websites and logos and things like that. And she helped me create this t-shirt. I'm going to try to stand up here without losing my microphone. Hashtag Esthetician Boss, which I will be selling. And it has my little swirl at the bottom, my logo. Let's see if I can turn around without losing my microphone. And then she also did the back, which is the Esthetician Business Academy. And it's my branding colors. It's stretchy. I really wanted it to be feminine and, scoop neck and not, like up to here where you're like, I'll just only put on that t-shirt if I'm painting my house kind of thing. And so I will be selling them. But I just wanted to show you that Brooke is just so talented. Like not only will she create a logo, for your website and other things, but she'll also help you design a t-shirt. So, and then a couple of announcements. If you are in the Kansas City area, and if Brooke, I know I sent you a link, I'm going to be speaking at the Skin Affair, and it's something that Lyra puts on. It's a one-day thing, and it's you'll learn some ingredient technology. Of course, I'm going to talk about marketing. There's also some interactive training and the hottest future aesthetic trends. And I'm going to be alongside a fellow author for the outstanding, what is it called? The Outstanding Guide to, what is my book called? How funny is that? Yes, The Esthetician's Guide to Outstanding Aesthetics. I'll be doing some book signing with Melinda McHenry there as well. So if you're in the Kansas City area and you want to come by for a day of learning and meet me, I would love that. So there's an invitation for you there, and that is on October 23rd. And then, of course, I'm also doing another workshop, the Abundant Esthetician Workshop, on November 6th in Tampa. And I did post it in the group, but I was so rude because it's not just open to Florida estheticians. Of course, if you're in a northern state and you want to hop down to Tampa, it's beautiful weather right now. And it's a full day of learning, and I have an amazing guest speaker lined up. It was actually the person I was talking to yesterday, and I just loved her energy and her story behind what she's doing. And she markets a green product, and I love it because she was like, we were doing green 25 years ago before it became a marketing trend, which I kind of agree it's more of a marketing trend now. But I have her lined up to guest speak on November 6th, and I know you'll love her too. So that announcement, and I wanted to recognize two people in the group because, there's a lot of questions coming up about, and I promise we're going to get to our content, about marketing and this and that and thinking outside of the box. And Liz Steffen is just one of my favorite people. We've become really good friends. And she posted recently about her flash sale post. And I love when people contribute to the group. And so I really want to encourage that. But what I loved most about Liz's post, and she was talking about her Google ad, or actually her Google posts, but what she really focused on or really wanted to emphasize in that post also was that it wasn't so much about the Google posts, was that she's very engaged and she's with her website presence. So she's constantly dedicated to optimizing her own website. And so we can learn from people like Liz, who is running a spa and a team and still finds the time to work on her website, because we got to do it. You know what I mean? We gotta do it. And then the second person that I wanted to just kind of acknowledge today, her name is Dawn Howard Kepner. And she posted something really interesting and I loved her post, and I really want to acknowledge it because I think when we're asking questions, people are more apt to kind of jump in and help when you kind of kick it off with what you're thinking about doing first. And so she kind of posted the question about thinking outside of the box marketing, and that she was doing this after school program, and she posted something about doing face painting on kids, and it was just really cool. So it ended up getting, I don't even know, 17 or 18 comments on that, because she posted the idea first. She wasn't just like, hey, what are your thoughts on blah? And I think when we come from that place of, hey, I'm thinking about doing this. What do you guys think? Or can we build upon this idea? It's so much easier to chime in. And I think Charlotte and Catherine Barrel also chimed in, and Charlotte gave the great advice about offering the woods lamp, which I thought was like a great idea. And just people just kept building upon that, that post. So think about when you're posting and you're asking for advice, to say, hey, I'm thinking this, what do you think? Or, offering something, to the community first, and then saying, hey, what do you think about that? And so, because someone might like your idea, of what your thought process is. So I wanted to acknowledge those people. And, okay, so we ready to kind of dive into our content? Sorry, that was kind of a long-winded intro, but I really felt like we really needed to acknowledge Brooke and, doing good in the world. So let's, I feel really adamant about that. I talked last week. I'm working on this really big project for next year, and I'm going to do a big reveal on it next month, actually this month. It's October now. Hello. And she's an industry leader. She lives in another country, and we were talking about leadership, and she's like, "Oh, I don't really think solo estheticians need classes on leadership." And I said, I disagree. I think that every single one of us has an opportunity to lead. You're a leader to your clients, and every single day is an opportunity to either tear someone down or lift someone up. And what are you going to do? So that's why I wanted to really recognize Brooke, because that was it just really pulled on my heartstrings. And that's what, at the end of the day, I feel like that's why we're here, and we need to be focusing more on that. Okay. So how to increase Facebook engagement. I feel like Facebook is such a pain point for a lot of people. And, and because, one of the things that Brooke and I mentioned last week about why we don't really particularly like the like trains. And this is a prime example of why, if you've participated in the like trains and 80% of the people who like your page are other estheticians from another state, they're not really, your ideal client, and they're not going to really engage with the things that you have to share, because that's really meant for your community, right? So no harm, no foul, it is what it is, but from going forward, you really want to encourage people to like your page that are in your community, and people that are local, because you are building a local brand. Okay, so some interesting things that I can share, what has happened on my own Facebook business page, and just the stats, and because it's, posting and getting that engagement is not what you think. It's like, if we posted all day long about, here's this promotion, and buy my stuff, and here's my specials, it just kind of gets like, old after a while. And, so one of the things that I encourage, number one, is to ask for feedback. So one of the posts that I did, and I'd have to scroll through to kind of see now how many likes and traffic and engagement it got, but I literally just posted like my breakfast. I know it's crazy, but like the thing is that, one of the things we have to really think about, one of the things, why do we have a Facebook business page? And yes, the objective is to earn people's trust and to, to encourage people to do business with us. But in order to do that, we're human, right? So I couldn't believe that I posted this thing about my breakfast. It was like a piece of Ezekiel bread with avocado and spinach and hard-boiled egg and salt and pepper, for God's sakes. And, and it was like, hey, I'm having this for breakfast, what are you having, kind of thing, or something like that. And it just got like all this engagement. And I'm like, I had to stop and think and go, wait a minute, like this has nothing to do with, obviously, the things that I offer my community, but people are interested in what I'm having for breakfast. You know what I mean? And so it encouraged people to kind of post their own things of what they were having. I kid you not, I almost, this morning I was at Publix, and, I was in front of, I have a real thing for caramel apples, and I, devoured 3 this morning. Yes, true confession, don't judge. And I almost took a picture like, okay, I'm going to buy 9. And I thought, if I buy 9, they're all going to be gone by the end of the day, and I'm going to have a big old stomach ache. But it's just kind of funny because it humanizes us. We all have our, guilty pleasures. It's so true. I'm not perfect. Yeah, I lead a healthy lifestyle. I try to stay away from sugar, but God help me during October through November, because I am devouring, 3 caramel apples a day. That's it. Okay. So, that's it. But the thing is that, when we post things like that, or we post things about our cat, or we post things about our dog, and cutesy little things that are uplifting and encouraging, that speaks to people. So ask for feedback. Ask for feedback on a post. So let's brainstorm some ideas, of maybe some things that have worked for you. Maybe you can post in the comments and let's give today. And say, hey, I posted this and asked for feedback and I got this in return. Okay, so I want to see some comments. And while you're thinking about that and writing that, I will go on to number 2, which is to post social games. Now, I've also done this myself and got an increased engagement. I've done things like, what's your favorite city, skyline, and posted Hawaii and Chicago. I'm from Chicago originally, and it encouraged people to post their city where they were from, and that was just kind of fun. But it's like now people are on your Facebook page longer as well, because now they're scrolling through all the pictures and they're looking, and it's fun to do. It's fun to do, and everybody loves their own city. Another one that I did that was like a game was I posted a flower and said, post a flower from your yard. Or, and I was in Hawaii at the time and I was on my gratitude walk in the morning, and there was, I don't even remember, it was a plumeria I think I posted. And that it just encouraged people to post flowers, you know what I mean? So it's like, that's another game. Another game you could do is like, name your life in a TV show, or name your life in a book. If you could name your life in a TV show, what would it be? If you could, and that just gets people, it gets people involved, and it has nothing to do with skincare, and it has nothing to do with your promotion, and it has nothing to do with your special of the month. You know what I mean? It's just a fun thing to encourage that engagement, and I think we need more of those. So when you do post your promotion or you do post your special, now more people are going to be apt to look at that, and I hope that makes sense. I was kind of thinking of a funny game like that pertains to aesthetics, and I was like, guess how many, and I was like, this is a really bad idea, but I was like, guess how many Lancets are in the jar, like, we don't want, but like something like that, where you can, then do a live video and then count them out, and maybe, offer something, a little giveaway to the winner, you know what I mean? Like a contest or something like that, or how many cotton balls are in the jar, guess. It's like those little things like that have nothing to do with what we do, but are just kind of fun. You know what I mean? Fun. And then the third thing, my third suggestion, was to recognize someone in your, that has liked your page. Like, so for example, recognize someone and show gratitude. And so recently, and I don't have very many followers on my own business page. I mean, I have just a little over 2,500 now. And the 2,500 person, I was like, I really want to show gratitude. And I tagged her in the post and said, wow, you're my 2,500 person. Welcome to my community. So nice to meet you. And tagged her, and that got some engagement as well. So, or what about if you, to kind of add to that, what if, especially when you get someone that likes your page that's in your community, you can see that, you get a notification of who that person is. What if you sent them a quick message and said, thank you for liking my page and welcome. Welcome to my community. So nice to meet you. Or how'd you hear about me? Or, you know what I mean? Especially if you don't know the person. That little, it's like taking that extra step to do these little things are not something, that a lot of people are doing. And, it takes time. It takes time to build a community. It takes time to build a tribe. But we have to give a little. We have to give a little love to our Facebook page, and these are three great things that I found have really helped my own page significantly. So I like to share them with you. So has anyone done games? I'm going to ask that. So if you have done a game and have gotten engagement on your post, please share what game that was, and especially if it, is kind of revolves around skin, or if you've done a contest, or if you've recognized someone and shown gratitude, please share it in a comment as well so that we can all grow and learn. And I'm going to see here if I can see any comments. Or any questions. So now is a good time for those. Oh, thank you so much, Brooke, for sharing my events page. I really hope to see you in Tampa. It's my last one of the year. I'm not doing any next year because I'm working on something big. Let's see. Karen Sheely says, makes sense. Building relationships. Oops. I don't know if I'm seeing all of these comments. Why not? Well, let's see. Oh, good. That's a good one. Someone said maybe a poll, and I can't see who. No, go down. Okay, so Facebook just changed. Like, I literally did not get a countdown this time when I went on live. So I was looking for the 3, 2, 1, and it was just like, I'm like, hello, am I on? And all of a sudden it just said I was live. So there's definitely some changes to Facebook. Let's see. Karen Sheely says maybe a poll. I have to put on my glasses for this one. How long do you take to cleanse? Your skin would be a good one. Absolutely. I know I saw one from Angel. Where are you? My little boy climbed up my facial table. One day after I had a long day of clients and I snapped a photo of him so cute with his iPads on. People loved it. I do remember that one. I think I liked it as well. Let's see. Liz Stefan asks, question, how do you balance your business page with your personal pages? It's all about balance, isn't it? It's so true. It's like, I'm only on, for me personally, I'm not on all kinds of social channels. I'm constantly, getting invites into LinkedIn, and I'm literally on my Facebook biz page, my personal page, and Instagram, and that's it. You know what I mean? What I have found helpful for me, and you're more than welcome to borrow this, is I set a timer. Because I seriously can get sucked down the Facebook rabbit hole in about 2 seconds. I don't know about you, but I could look up and I'm like, oh my God, where did that hour go? You know what I mean? So, obviously if I'm doing a live stream, I'm not setting a timer. But if I'm on and I'm just playing and I want to like people's pages and, follow my tribe and see what they're doing, I just set a timer for 30 minutes. And and that works for me. So try that and see if that doesn't work for you. Hope that answers. Let's see. Liz Stefan says she loves the guessing games. I'm still going to do that this week. You know what, Liz? You're so awesome about posting in the group. I'd love for you to share that in the group as well and just kind of give us feedback on what kind of engagement you got. That would be so cool. Let's see. Candace says, I try to post random things on my Facebook page, funny gifts and pictures of my dogs and kids that are fun. Absolutely. I love that. And she says clients comment on them when they come in to see her. And Candace, it's so true. It's like, I post a lot about my doggy too. And, people love animals. You know what I mean? So even if it's like a short little video, and that's another thing that increases engagement. So there you got number 4, and I'm not going to even talk about live stream because I'm not going to pressure you into that. But even if you posted just, cute little, videos about your pet, it's like it's just that engagement. You know what I mean? So that also works. Liz Steffen, she's like, I'm on it. And Brooke, yes, Liz is our rock star for sure. So, okay, any other questions for today? I hope you really enjoyed today's live stream because we really love doing this. We're going to shake things up a little bit for you this month. We have some special treats for you and some special guest speakers. So I think Brooke is going to be doing the live stream next week, and she's got a special guest speaker, and really excited about that. So she'll be creating an event for that. And then the following week, I have a guest speaker, and I'm excited. I'm going to keep you in suspense for right now. But I think that we just want to add more value to the group and help you, grow your business. That's ultimately the goal, and just, give you value. Leanna Hoover, super excited for your Tampa workshop and waiting a long time to take one of your classes. Leanna, I'm so excited that you're going to be able to come because there's nothing like these are fun. I always say like the live streams are great and online learning is great, but there's nothing like being in a room full of like-minded people. I was in a mastermind, last night, and it was all video. We all saw each other on video, and anyway, there's just nothing like being in a room full of like-minded people and truly whiteboarding some marketing tactics out, because I promise you, you're going to leave. You're going to be ahead of most. Let me just say that. So, yay. Oh, Brooke has just spilled the beans a little bit. She's like, Zoe, get ready. All right. Well, I thank you so much for being a part of our community. Welcome to all new members. We're really excited that you're here. And just keep loving up on each other and, sharing the great ideas, keeping it business and marketing related, and post your questions. And remember to post an idea first. And thank you so much. All right. Make it an awesome week. Take care. Bye.